my pride and walked away. Thought I ain't need to kneel or pray. Said I got life under control, but sin was eating at my soul. I tried the world, chased the highs, but nothing filled that hole inside. Still through my mess in every fade, I left but he stayed. Every time I ran too far, he still kept the door ajar. Even when I slammed it shut, he stood there never giving up. I left but he stayed, watched me fall but never swayed. While I was breaking all his heart, he never let me fall apart. He could have turned and walked away, but mercy chose to always stay. Through my guilt and my charades, I left but he stayed. I gave him reasons to give up, filled my hands with shameful cups. I sold my peace for restless nights, traded love for empty fights. But even in my Father's place, he still covered me with grace. I was a prodigal in decay, yet still he stayed.
I walked, I ran, I cursed his name, I broke his plans, but he didn't fold, didn't erase. He waited with that same embrace, didn't scold, didn't shame. He just whispered, child, I came.
I left but he stayed, waited through the hell I made. He stood at the gate of grace, never once removed his face. When I was drowning in my pride, he kept love open wide and never once walked away. I left but he stayed. I left but he stayed.
Maybe you feel like you walked too far, like you've done too much, been gone too long. But I'm proof of one thing: he doesn't leave, even when you do. I left.
I left but he stayed. I was lost in a room full of shame, carrying guilt I couldn't name. Everyone else seemed so clean, while I was trapped in what I'd seen. I thought, there's no way he'd choose me, but mercy doesn't work logically. And when he stretched his arms so wide, I realized I was on his mind. It wasn't just a crowd he saw me flaws and all. He didn't save some distant soul, he came to make my broken whole. I was the one he came for, bleeding on sin's dirty floor. When no one else would fight for me, he climbed that cross so I could be free. He left the 99 behind just to bring me peace of mind. I ain't just part of the score, I was the one he came for. They said grace was for the good, for the ones who did what they should. But he showed up in my hell and pulled me out when I fell. He didn't wait till I got it right, he loved me deep into the night. The nails weren't just for show, they were for the mess in my soul.
He didn't come for perfect saints.
Yeah, yeah.
He came for the tired and the faint.
He saw the lie, the thief, the fraud, and still called them sons of God. And in that crowd of the unclean, he saw me. Whoa, whoa.
Oh, I was the one he came for.
The reason he opened that door, he heard my silent scream for grace, met me in my hiding place. He looked past what I had done and called me daughter, called me son. Out of millions, rich and poor, I was the one he came for. He didn't just die for humanity, he died for me. He knew my name, he saw my pain, and even then, I was the one he came for. Oh.
The hill was steep, the crowd was cruel, yet still he climbed. Love broke the rule. He bore a weight that should have been mine, a cross that fit me line by line. It should have been me nailed to that tree, but you wore my shame and set me free. Tailored to judgment, made for defeat, you carried a cross that fit me. It wasn't random, wasn't fate. Each blow, each bruise, each twist of hate, you knew my name beneath the beam, and still you walked. What brutal dream? It should have been me nailed to that tree, but you wore my shame and set me free. Tailored to judgment, made for defeat, you carried a cross that fit me. What kind of God would trade his throne to bear a cross? Not even his own, the kind who loves with scars and grace, and meets me in my lowest place. It should have been me, but you chose to bleed. You took my place to meet my need. And when the world says I'm unclean, I point to that cross made just for me.
I took off down the road I made. Thought I'd outrun the price I paid. I knew better, but I still strayed. Chased my demons every day. Didn't want to hear his name, so I covered it in guilt and shame. But every time I turned my back, he never stopped loving me back. While I was running from the truth, he stayed rooted like a roof. I changed cities, changed my name, but his love still called the same. He waited while I ran with nail-scarred hands. He took a stand, watched my footprints fade in sin, but never once turned from within. I was gone chasing man-made plans. Still he waited while I ran. I lit fires I couldn't put out, built a life on fear and doubt, made mistakes I can't erase, but he never moved from grace. While I cursed his name at night, he still covered me in light. No, I told you so, no demand, just mercy stretching out his hand. Every second, every year, he stood still while I disappeared. Didn't chase me with the whip or sword, just stood with open arms, my Lord. Oh, he waited while I ran, didn't shame me, didn't damn. He just whispered through the pain, I'll be here when you come again. Through my mess he had a plan. He waited while I ran.
You can run far, you can run long, but he won't leave. He won't chase you with anger. He waits with love. I ran away from him, but he never ran away from me. He waited
while I ran. I messed up more times than I can count. Should have been disqualified and cast out. I broke promises, I told lies, fell down right in front of God's eyes. But when I came crawling back again, I found the same love waiting in the end. He didn't say you owe me more, he just opened up the door. I thought he kept a list of wrong, but I was wrong all along. His mercy don't come by the book, it comes the moment you look. Grace don't keep score, it don't bring up what came before, it don't tally up the shame, it just washes it in Jesus' name. It don't count the times I failed, it just sees the blood that prevailed. It's not a record, it's secure. Grace don't keep score. I used to run from altar calls, felt too dirty for those holy walls. But he wasn't looking at my sin, he saw a child he died to win. I cried, Lord, I don't deserve. He said, son, that's how grace works. Ain't about what I can do, it's about what he brought me through. He don't measure like we do. He ain't keeping tabs on you. Your past don't scare him off. His love wipes every cost. Grace don't keep score. It opens windows, not locked doors. It don't say remember when. It says you're brand new again. It don't write down every fall. It says I paid for them all. That's the truth I'm living for. Grace don't keep score. If grace kept score, I'd have been disqualified long ago. But God doesn't track failure, He erases it. You may remember what you did, but grace chooses not to. Grace don't keep score. I was knee-deep in my shame, didn't care who knew my name. I lost my job, my peace, my pride. I had nothing left inside. My phone was dry, the lights went out. All my friends were full of doubt. But in the silence, through the pain, I heard him whisper through the rain. He didn't wait for me to rise. He found me low and opened his eyes. I thought he'd pass me in disgust, but he bent down right into my dust. Oh, he met me at my rock bottom, when hope was gone and tears were rotting. He didn't shout, didn't shame, he just wrapped me in his name. Didn't wait for me to clean, he loved the mess I've been unseen. I didn't climb, he came down from the top and met me at my rock bottom. The liquor bottle couldn't fill, the drugs just made me feel more still. I chased relief through every sin, but still felt empty deep within. Then one night, broken on the floor, I said, God, I can't take no more. And though I fell too far too late, he walked right through my prison gate. No choir sang, no angels flew, just a still small voice that said, I see you. No judgment in his holy face, just mercy wrapped in grace. Oh, he met me at my rock bottom, where the world said you ain't worth nothing. He saw value in my dust, took my ashes, gave me trust. He didn't wait for me to rise, he met me with love in his eyes. From the pit that I fell from, he met me at my rock bottom.
I didn't find God in the church first. I found him in the gutter when I couldn't get up. He didn't wait for me to climb. He came down and met me there.
I had be cracks in places no one saw. Our heart held together with a fragile law. I kept smiling through the pain, but every step just felt the same. I told myself I was too far gone, that he'd be better if I moved on. But when I thought I lost his hand, he showed me I still had a chance. They said he only uses the strong, but they've been preaching it wrong. 'Cause I was a mess torn and open, and he still called me chosen. God don't quit on the broken. He don't leave what he's spoken. He don't walk out on the lane, he just walks them out of shame. He ain't scared of all our scars, he makes beauty where they are. If you're shattered, if you're hoping, trust me, God don't quit on the broke. I saw doors shut in my face, tried to earn love, tried to chase grace, but he don't need me polished clean. He works right in the in-between. My weakness ain't his reason to leave, it's the very space where he breathes. While folks saw a broken man, he saw a story in his hand. He don't throw clay off the wheel, he reshapes what life tried to steal. He don't give up in the storm, that's when his power is born. Even when I gave up on me, he stayed and set me free. God don't quit on the broken. No, he stays through the unspoken. When you're too weak to stand tall, he carries you through it all. He don't look for perfect hearts, he rebuilds the torn apart. You ain't too far, you ain't too low, he won't quit, just so you know. I was broken, and I thought he was done with me, but that's when he got started. He doesn't quit when you break, he builds with it. So don't give up, because he never will.